It's your girl Yaya Femi.
And we are back with another episode of
Warlock Horse.
I feel like it's been so long since we've been in this space.
I know.
We've been having guests and whatnot.
Right.
That's cool. That's
yes.
cool. How you been?
I've been good. Been good. Trying to relax.
Relax.
Been going to the beach and just doing absolutely nothing when I'm home, taking naps.
Thing.
Yes. Focusing on my brand. Things like that.
That's dope. I see the soap coming along.
Yes.
The body wash, Zen recovery.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yes. How about you?
My kids are home from school, so I am really in a space of trying to create balance at home. This week we created like a weekly, like the dry erase boards.
Yeah.
We set up a schedule so it's not, because my son, if it's up to him, he's gonna sit on the couch and play video games all day. So we're just trying to create some routine and balance with that within the house, so I don't lose my damn mind with the children. Because it's only been a week.
It's been a long week, right?
It has been, but it is what it is. Today we are back with episode 11. Yes. We are doing a mind, body, and soul episode where we will be talking about dreams, decoding of dreams, the subconscious, fitness, herbs, and also peace, creating and protecting your peace. Yes. That is what we will be talking about today. But of course, we're going to kick it off with our consciousness card. Yes. Ask a few questions. You want to go first?
Sure. So the first card is called Need. What do you need the most right now? And what do you want in life that will make you happy? There was a reason why I have this card. So what do you need most right now? Right now, I feel like I need balance. Balance in a clear mind. Because right now, I feel like my brain, especially like, with a new job and trying to, build more clientele and stuff and focusing on, my brand. I feel like my brain is like Internet Explorer. And then I got mad tabs open, too many tabs open. And I don't know where the music is coming from, but something is playing and I don't know how to turn it off. Yes.
That's frustrating as hell.
Yes. That is my brain right now. Like, so sometimes like I just need like my peace of mind. I just need an empty mind.
Yeah.
Yes. And what do you want in life that will make you happy? I want, what do you want in life that will make you happy right now? You know what? I just want like life without anxiety. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yes, because anxiety is like, there's certain things that I can cope. I've learned to cope a lot better than I have in the past, but there's certain things that are like beyond my control, like anxiety attacks and stuff, and just maximizing things that don't even really need to be worried about. Like I can't help it sometimes. So I would like to just go through life without dealing with that.
How are you coping though? Especially with you said the multiple tabs open, the adjustment, the finding the balance, and anxiety. Those go without balance. You can experience anxiety because it's like, what am I doing here?
Right. I try to practice like time management, learning how to set time for work and setting time for myself. Like learning to actually prioritize myself when I'm home and not think about everything else.
I can say that I see you practicing that, and you definitely do. You show up on time. Yeah. I know you have your moments where you're like, I'm in bed and I know I'm not gonna hear from Yaya till like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what is she doing?
Yeah,
she got to go to work.
Yes. I'll be up at 4 a.m, y'all.
That's cool.
Yes.
Those are good answers.
If you don't hear from me after 9 p.m, I am asleep.
Respectfully.
Asleep.
Sleep is essential. We're gonna talk about that. I need to work on my sleeping patterns. Need. What do you need the most right now? I can agree with you on balance. Balance. Would you say stability is the same too?
Yeah.
So yeah, balance. Definitely.
Stability.
I'm piggybacking off of your answer, just to feel grounded, and because I have so many things going on between music, between connect with karma, the mentorship. Trying to put together a class for the Zumba. I just got my Zumba license to be an instructor. Thank you. I'm trying to find a way to tweak it so that I can make it mine. You know, so I have to create time. Like I said, I just created that weekly agenda for my family and I. So hopefully, I'll be able to cultivate some balance in my life. So,
okay.
What do you want in life that will make you happy? I'm going to say more. I don't know. I feel like I can't really complain. I can complain, but my life really isn't that bad, like, to make me more happy. Of course, there's money. You know, like, money could change a lot of things, of course.
Thanks.
But other than that, I'm going to say there really isn't anything other than money, like great success. Success. Okay, so then what do I want in life that will make me happy? Yeah. I would like to see the seeds that I'm sowing come into full fruition, which I'm watching it come into fruition now. You know, the podcast is here. This was just a dream a few months ago. Yeah. But I'm ready to start. I'm ready to see it blossom to the next level. So that would definitely bring some happiness into my life. You know?
Attract that.
Yes.
Attracting. Yes. Let's attract that.
My question.
It's definitely going to come through.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Curiosity. Come up with an I wonder question about something you saw or did today.
I wonder question.
And I wonder. I wonder something I saw or did today. This is random. I wonder when people come out, right? You driving down 130 and them little side streets. And people come out, you know, traffic coming on, no lights coming on, and people come out and they come out real slow. Why they come out real slow like that? Yo! And I'm like, you ain't see me coming for real. They be like, why do y'all do that?
They got to cut right in front of you just to drive like 10 miles per hour. I be like, nigga! I'm about to hit you.
I'm calm, you know, and I ask real calm. My kids in the car, I'm just like, why did you do that, sir?
Right.
Why would you do that? List the steps you could take to get your question answered. I'm not gonna give it that much thought. Y'all just need to pay more. Y'all need to get it together. That was an easy one.
Oh my God. All right, so come up with an I wonder question. Who? I wonder why men make everything about them in a crisis that we are going on today, that's going on with this
rolling wave.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, take it there, Paula.
Yeah. Why do y'all make this about something that's really not it? Why are y'all so, I wonder why y'all are so loud and wrong. You get what I mean? Like the stuff that people be saying, like, of course you guys see what's going on with the abortion ban and stuff. And the first thing people think about is, well, y'all need to hold yourselves accountable. Why don't y'all just take birth control? Y'all know that it's way more than just that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things like that they just took away from people, people who are low class, like not low class, I shouldn't say low class, but people who are struggling financially, people who are people with color, young women that are, go through shit. Victims of crime. Yes, victims of crime. Like, y'all don't understand what the fuck just happened.
We're talking about the Roe versus Wade law that was overturned.
Yeah.
So I think you said there's 26 states.
I think it was like 26 states that are now looking to
anti-abortion,
ban abortion. Yeah.
So that no more my body, my choice.
Exactly.
For some women.
So they say that they're pro-life, but they're really not pro-life. They're pro-birth. So right after birth, they're not thinking about what's happening to that child after. Because at the end of the day, they're still probably going to grow up poor. They're still going to grow up struggling, or they're going to grow up getting shot in school, because apparently our bodies need to be monitored more than gun control. So, yeah.
That's deep.
Yes.
And I feel like that topic alone deserves more than just a 5-minute. Maybe we put something together to focus on that, because that's a real thing. It is our bodies. Yes. It should be our choice.
Exactly.
I feel like we're going backwards. We're going back in the time.
Like 100 years.
So. Yeah. List the steps you could take to get your question answered. How can you find out why these men think they know it all? Is it just men though?
It's some women too, and that's what I learned too. Like, actually I shouldn't say I learned. I was reminded that some women ain't shit either in this situation. So I don't even know how to get my question answered, really. I've just been blocking
SMH-ing.
people.
Yeah, it's a shame. Shaking my head.
Some people, you just got to shake your head. You just got to shake your head. I just been unfollowing and unfriending some people that think that this is a joking matter or just making it into something that it's really not.
That is one thing that these type of events will do. They'll definitely bring out
the most
true
ignorant
character
in people,
so you get to see what you
Yeah.
have in your vicinity of energy.
Yeah,
So,
right. There's
fun.
really there's no actual answer to this question at all. It's just we just got to do better.
It's a shame, and hopefully it doesn't go all the way through. I hope we don't go back into them times.
Right. Yeah, shout out to our governor too, because he was like, "Nah, we're not having that. We're gonna have a choice here. Women have rights in this state." Shout out to New Jersey.
Hey, that's Governor Murphy.
Yes.
Y'all know I don't watch the news. Okay? Negative television.
I voted for you, Murphy. I
don't watch the
voted for you twice.
Okay. Mind, body, soul. Mind, dreams, decoding, and the subconscious mind. We are going to dive into dreams. We all have dreams. Sometimes people are spooked by their dreams because dreams can be very gory. They can be very vivid, graphic. Something that I've learned is the dream is dreams are your subconscious coming and communicating with you about things that are going on, being processed in your brain. Tell me about, you want to share an experience with some dreams or how you process decoding?
And dreams can also be a warning too. I don't know if you mentioned that. Did you mention that?
No,
I got ADHD.
It's definitely it's definitely communication between your subconscious and yourself, your waking self.
Definitely. I had 2 dreams actually. So I'm gonna start back in 2020. So I had a dream one time. I was in a classroom and I was getting ready to leave. I don't remember what was being talked about in the classroom, but I was, saying goodbye to everybody, got my stuff, got in the car, started driving. So I'm driving fast. Anybody that knows I drive a little crazy. So, so as I was driving, I felt like I was driving through like, I don't know, it was like a long road. So as soon as I get down to the other side, it was a gate. And I'm sitting here like, what's this gate here? So my little hard-headed behind is like, should I pass through this gate? Like in my brain, in my dreamland, I was like in Grand Theft Auto. So I stepped on it, crashed right into the gate, but it was an electric fence.
Got it.
And all of a sudden, a cop was right there watching me get electrocuted. And you know what's crazy about that? I actually felt myself like I couldn't move. It was like paralyzing. And then I had to force myself to wake up. I woke up so terrified. And when I looked up that dream, it said that it was warning me about something. Like it was something that I was like kind of entertaining or getting carried away with, that it was going to lead to something crazy.
Okay.
And it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just fell back from certain things. Like, I don't know what this dream is talking about, but I'm just going to, play process of elimination.
So you took it like a premonition warning for you. Electricity. That's
it was very graphic.
So tell me your process of how did you decode, like what stands out to you in a dream when you know to go break it down and see what the meaning was?
To break it down, I think what stuck out the most was me going through that gate, being hard-headed, going through the gate after there was a sign that said electric, like an electric fence. I still went through it anyway, and then getting electrocuted, and it felt real.
I'm curious to know what that, like on a, so when I dream and I decode, so in that dream, for instance, if that was my dream, I'd be looking at what was the material of the gate. Was it metal? Was it wood?
It was like a black metal gate.
Like iron, like
something like that, yeah.
So it's like intuitively, so I use Google, but I don't use Google like factual.
Yeah.
So I'll use Google like, back in the day if there were witches and they had like a crystal ball or, I use Google like a crystal ball, like whatever jumps out, I intuitively grab at. So I would have looked up electricity. Observed by cop. I would have looked up like what were some specific things that you looked up to find that definition.
I looked up electrocution. I actually had a dream app at that time. That app for some reason doesn't work anymore, which I'm kind of sad because I would have screenshot it and showed it to you. But I looked up electrocution and then I looked up gates. Yeah. But I looked at the electrocution part. I remember the most because it was like a warning. It was giving me a warning that whatever I'm doing, it needs to stop.
Definitely. And you just pump the brakes on things. And that's good. It's good that you take heed to your dreams because it really is a message.
That was dream number 1.
I'll share one.
Yeah.
We can go back and forth on this.
Yes, girl. Listen, we can spend 2 hours about our dreams because our dreams are crazy.
I know.
Yes, talk about your dream.
I had recently, so my daughter is 3. I recently had a dream. My dreams are crazy. Okay, so I had a dream. I was in a parking lot. I remember it was a big dark parking lot, and my daughter was crossing the street, and she was ran over by a white car. And I could hear the crunch. I could see. So after the car went by and I went back to look at her, it wasn't like wet or anything like wet blood or anything like that, but there was like a jawline. It was like her bones was there, like dust, or like intestines or something, but it was like all dried, right?
Yeah.
I remember waking up, writing it down, and then I was scared. Like I thought, and it was the weekend too, so my kids weren't with me. So in my mind, I'm like, do I need to check on them? You know, so I decoded it, and what came to me was that it's a transition period, and the way that I view my daughter, baby Mui, little baby Bryn, she's not that anymore. She's transitioning into a new stage of life, and I have to stop seeing the baby her is dead and gone, and now it's time for me to accept the transition, young lady Bryn. So I was able to make some peace with that, but to see that image in my head, very frightening. But again, the subconscious, they're not worried about that. Our brains, they're not worried about, scary images. It's just, it's throwing things at us that we know it's gonna alert, my daughter dying, that's gonna alert me to pay more attention. Like, what is this saying about this time in my life with my daughter? Yeah. So that's how I decoded that. Go ahead, other dream.
Dang, yo.
I know it's heavy.
But yeah, those death dreams, they always mean, like, it doesn't necessarily always mean like you're going to die or someone's going to die. Yes. It always means like that phase of them that you knew of them or you knew of yourself, it's just gone. So there's a new beginning.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Dreams are not literal. Yeah. When you have a dream and you kill somebody, that doesn't mean you're going to kill somebody. It just means that you have some built up rage. Maybe. It's you can't look at things literally. You have to, it's very important. When I look at dreams, I think of what time of day is it? Right. Is it light? Is it night? I don't really remember faces, but I remember, like, if I'm dreaming of somebody, it's not because it's them. It's because it's like their energy with me. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Colors. Is there water? Was it loud? Was there music playing? Sometimes I've had music playing in my dreams, and that means like I am in real life, in my waking life, I'm at peace and I'm happy. The fact that I hear dreams in my mind. Right. Interesting stuff.
It is very interesting.
Go ahead. Your other dream.
Oh, my second dream. Okay, so a lot of y'all know that I have hypertension. So this was also in 2020. So this was towards like the end of the summer, fall, I think. And at that time, I was, fresh out of quarantine. I gained some weight. I was almost 150 pounds. I still look good though. I still have fat ass and all that. But what I was eating and the stuff that I was taking, it wasn't good for me at all.
You said I still had a fat ass and all that.
Right. I still had a fat ass. That was the best part of my weight gain. Shit. But I felt like something wasn't right, and I knew something was wrong with like my blood pressure. My sides were hurting and stuff, and it was weird. So I was like, dang, I need to make a doctor's appointment, but man, I think I'll be all right. I just got to take care of myself, and that's it. So that night I went to sleep, and I had a dream that I saw my body in a casket. Saw my body in a casket. I was embalmed, lips sewed up, everything. It was like way too detailed. My skin was pale, all that stuff. So I looked over and saw myself in the casket. It was an open casket. And then I heard the Lord's Prayer in the background. And that shit scared me. So I woke up, all this anxiety and stuff. So I booked a doctor's appointment. So when I booked my appointment, I forgot what the exact numbers where my blood pressure were, but it was high as hell. My blood pressure was very high. And you can't mess around with hypertension. You can get a stroke, a heart attack. You can get a brain aneurysm. You can die.
When your blood pressure goes, when your cortisol levels are too high, it can cause damage to your organs. Yes. Your organs can fail.
Yeah. I ended up also with a kidney stone too. Yeah. I ended up with it was a really, really small kidney stone. So it was able to pass on its own just from drinking a lot of water and stuff like that. So, but yeah, It was like my body was like warning me, like, yo, chill. Yeah. So
That's crazy.
I had to change my diet. I lost some weight and stuff. And
your higher self, or
my higher self was warning me, like, bitch, don't you come on, man, we can't die.
Come look at this if you want to keep on with the fat ass and all of that.
Exactly.
Get it together.
Right. Exactly.
Get it together.
Like, come on, man. I gotta warn you this way, because that's the only way you pay attention.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I've had experience with, I don't know if I'd call it sleep paralysis. I've heard different forms of sleep paralysis.
The worst.
I've definitely had dreams. Okay. I've had dreams where I could feel myself like falling asleep. I can't move. Okay. So for instance, there was a dream where I was in a hospital hallway and there was a white sheet over me, but I could see through the sheet and a cop was hitting me. Like a cop was beating me. I couldn't feel anything, but I know that I was like watching the dream happen, but I couldn't move and wake myself up. There was another dream where I had another experience where I was dreaming, but I could see my room and I could hear my dream.
Yeah.
Very strange. I don't know what to make of that. I think it has to do with my brain or my body shutting down slowly, but my consciousness, because I'm a meditator and I'm used to being in a like relaxed state.
Right.
I think my body, like my consciousness was still lingering even though my body was shutting down. So that's why I went into sleep mode, but my body is still like, oh, we're here. But I'm like kind of paralyzed because that part that moves then shut down already. It's crazy. And I hear strange sounds. Like I can tell when I'm about to fall asleep, like I'll hear like a zzz, and then I'm like, oh, I'm fucking tired. It's time to go to sleep. Because I'll know that my brain is shutting down. I don't know if that has to do with being a meditator and just being used to, or just being in tune with myself. But the body is a hell of a machine.
It's crazy. It's crazy, especially with sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
I be getting all the worst sleep paralysis.
Well, what can you recommend? Because we all dream. We're all humans. Dreams, we cannot stress it enough. Your dreams are communicating with you to tell you about changes you need to make, dreams you need to, goals you need to set. It's your subconscious. Okay. When you go to sleep at night, the way that I understand it, your conscious mind is what's awake and alert all day long, making decisions, seeing things. And then it's processing things so fast. When you go to sleep, that is your body's time to reset, refresh, and your brain is processing all the stimuli, all the stuff that it processed in a day, that it received in a day. And it goes into the subconscious and it kind of like impregnates it, like it plants a seed. So that's it. The conscious is like a pen and your subconscious is the paper. So when you go when you go through your day, whatever you're focusing on, your brain is going back to your subconscious saying, this is the focus, this is important, this is so that's where like that reprogramming and stuff comes in. So your subconscious will spit back out dreams to you like, wait a minute, this is different, this is new, this is a threat, this is exciting. That's what's happening with her. It's like a computer. It's like, and it's playing projections for us. Interesting stuff.
That is.
I done been a killer. I done been on the run. I done been so many things. Okay. Anything else on dreams?
You know what?
Subconscious?
I feel like you mentioned sleep paralysis. And you know what helps me like try to prevent them too? I always say my prayers before I go to bed. I try to say my prayers, or I try to, kind of ease my mind and watch something positive, or I use the Calm app and listen to like the rain or something before I go to sleep, like happy thoughts.
Definitely can help.
I try not to go to bed angry.
That's setting the intention. Yeah. I have heard that there's a place called Mind Valley. They have like a podcast. Vishan is like the speaker that promotes that channel. And they talk about recalling your dreams. If you are in a stage, some people, they dream, they don't pay no mind to it. But if you are on your journey and you want to dive in or tap into your dream world, definitely buy a journal or keep something by your bed. There's different crystals and things like that you can set by your bedside to kind of just set the intention and seek to dream on purpose. Definitely say some affirmations. I think one specific one that they talk about on Mind Valley is I have vivid dreams and I recall my dreams very well, or it was something along the lines, something simple like that. Like I recall my vivid dreams. I recall, and when you dream, when you wake up, write it down immediately. And decode it. Yeah. Decode it.
Break it down. Every little thing.
Yeah. Don't take what you see online literally. Just see what resonates. And it can definitely be a good stepping stone to improving your life when you tap into your dream world.
Yes.
Body.
We
talked about the mind. Let's do the body. Fitness and wellness. That's our forte, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Both of ours now is Zumba.
Right.
Okay, Zumba.
Right. Fitness. What would you recommend? Recommend some resources.
Movement is medicine. So
Yes.
I always tell people, just move your body however you choose to do it, whether it is dancing or weightlifting. Do what makes you happy.
Walking.
Walking,
Jumping
running.
Rope. Rollerblading is a thing I'm seeing become more popular out here.
Exactly. Like, you don't have to follow one path. It's not a one path solution.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. So on Sundays, I host a movement and meditation class. You guys probably see me promoted on social media. The turnout hasn't been that big. I invite you guys to come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down. Go check out my page on Instagram, Connect with Karma.
Yes.
Movement and meditation. But movement alone, it can be something as simple as deep stretching. It doesn't have to be you. I know you see Yaya online, or you see me in the gym training with Yaya.
Yeah.
You may not be ready to start there, but just some deep stretching, or like you said, dancing. Dancing definitely helped me on my journey.
Yeah.
Get the body loose. Get your blood moving. It releases chemicals that keep you motivated, that keep you in a better place, keep you elevated, keep you clear. What else?
Let's say that you are interested in fitness, like weight training and, trying to lose weight, build muscle, things like that. Always try to get with a personal trainer.
Definitely.
I know a lot of people will be like, oh, just watch some videos on YouTube, but not everyone can have the correct form. You can't really trust a lot of like influencers online and stuff, because a lot of them aren't certified. A lot of them don't have a lot of functional workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's always good to just stick with a certified professional. So it could be anyone that's local. They do have online programs that you could follow through if you decide not to go to a gym. So so just look into everything. Definitely.
Movement is medicine.
Yeah.
I can definitely agree from my personal experience with the personal training with you.
So much to learn, right?
So much from where we started last year. This time last year, I was looking at old photos when you were doing Stone Active only at the fitness gym in
Willingboro. Yeah.
You definitely started me at my level. You go on YouTube and watch some videos, they'll have you doing some shit, you'll break your knee. Okay. But having a personal trainer, they got your back. They're not going to put extra pressure on you. They're going to start you with light weights.
Exactly. They're going to focus on form first.
Yes. Definitely.
We also give you like nutritional support, making sure you're tracking your calories. We hold you accountable. We push you to a limit that you didn't think that you'd be able to push yourself into.
I'm happy to have you. I'm grateful for you. Because I don't know, like the dancing was cool, the dieting, it's cool, but it's something about showing up to the gym and pushing myself.
Yes.
Pushing myself and having you there to hold me accountable. I'm grateful.
Yes, girl.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wellness. Wellness. Meditation. I'm going to speak about meditation. Meditation for me has helped me observe myself. Self-observation. Not attaching to my emotions. We're human. We have emotions all day long. We going through the motions, experiences. 1 minute we're pissed off. 1 minute we're sad. Next minute we're beating ourselves up. Meditation for me, I started out with something called transcendental meditation. I learned that in 2019. 2019 is when I paid to go learn transcendental meditation, TM for short. Since learning that, I have also taken courses and studied meditation, and there are so many different forms of meditation. There is not one right or wrong way to do it. Right. It's all about observing your thoughts, observing your mind, and not attaching yourself to them. Being in a state of alert calmness. Being alert, being relaxed and just observing and allowing.
Yeah.
When you do that, it's like you kind of put a space in between yourself
Right.
and your habit emotional self.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that my reactions, like I'm more calm in things that most people might be stressful under. My reactions, my kids tell me, my girl tells me, I'm like, oh, you got quick reflexes. I think that came from meditating. So meditation is definitely something, and I can help you with that. I also have a certificate to teach meditation.
Okay.
So you can definitely hit me up on the Connect with Karma.
Yes.
But you can start with something as little as 3 minutes a day of just focused, quiet time. And you'll see a difference in your mood throughout the day. That is emotional wellness.
Yeah. That is dope.
That also helps with hypertension.
Yes, it
bringing
does.
down your blood pressure,
your anxiety.
Yes, definitely.
Love it. I meditate to like frequency sounds.
Yes.
I love that.
Like the waves, the theta and those type of waves.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Those waves.
The
Yeah.
hertz.
Yes.
Sometimes I sleep.
I'll
to
play
those.
it right on YouTube. Yeah. Like a whole hour.
It's calming. It's refreshing.
Yes. Wellness.
Herbs.
Oh yes. So wellness. Before we get into herbs, definitely nutrition.
Yes. Oh, very important. Look, I'm slacking on that, so that's why I try to skip over that one.
Nutrition. And if you really get into fitness, nutrition is 80% of your goals.
Yes,
that is 80%.
Yes,
okay. So don't think you could just eat whatever you want and think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my waist snatched in the gym. Da 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 da. No. And even if you were to get like things like plastic surgery or laser lipo, you still gotta keep up with it. Yeah. So like eat clean. That's all you gotta do. You don't need no detox teas and no trendy fat burning pills and stuff like that.
Thank you.
No, yeah, like just y'all want to do everything but eat right. Just eat right.
It comes down to the discipline.
Yes.
And it's okay to have
it's all discipline.
It's okay to have a cheat day.
Yeah.
It's okay to have a snack or two.
Yes, you are allowed to love food.
Yes.
It's just in moderation.
Moderation. Everything in moderation.
Yes. Track your calories, watch your sodium intake, your sugar intake.
I was going to ask you, so what does a day full of nutrition look like for you?
For me, I like to meal prep. So I always have my protein, of course.
You are protein. You tell me all the time, get your protein.
Yes, you measure it with your palm proteins. I get like 2 palms every meal, like a man.
Because you lifting like a damn man.
Right. For real. That, my dark leafy greens. I love vegetables. So
broccoli.
Yes. I do like my rice. I do like my carbs too. I always make sure I eat my carbs, and I like how I say carbs. And I eat a lot of fruit throughout the day too. I eat some fruit here and there. Like not a whole lot because it has a lot of sugar in it, but like at least 2 fruit minimum. Yeah. Things like that. I always drink a lot of water and stuff. And I have my days where like I do like indulge in other things. So don't think I'm eating clean like 1,000%.
We see them tacos on your
like
story.
I'll eat tacos and I love Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. So, but I'm not eating
it twice.
Yes. I don't eat it every single day. I keep that in moderation too. Yeah. So I eat regular. Like I just, keep things moderate, keep my portions decent, things like that. Yeah.
I have not, as my personal trainer, you already know I have not been accountable. So when I train with Yaya, she puts together a program for me, and it also links with MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is an app that you can use.
Yeah, to track your calories.
Track your calories, see what kind of nutrition you're putting in your body.
Yeah.
That is something I definitely want to tighten up on. On the way here today, me and my girl, we were listening to a podcast, and they were talking about 6 things, like a 90-day, disappear for 90 days and focus on like your goals and your wellness. And 2 of the things that jumped out that he said was definitely like diet. It was diet, and I think detoxing from some technology, something like that. But myself, I fast a lot. I fast. I'll skip breakfast, or I'll start with like a juice. I've been making juice with carrots, cucumber, different fruits and vegetables. I was sick a week ago or so. Yeah. So I definitely was on my health shit then. Right. But on the day to day, when I'm busy and ripping and running, I'll grab an apple, I'll drink water, I'll grab a Snickers bar, I'll get home, and then I'll eat dinner, and that'll be it for the day. Yeah. So it's like even though I'm not overeating and eating out crazy, I'm still not getting the nutrition that I need. Yes, I take my vitamins. Vitamins, when we're talking about nutrition, we're not even starting the day with everything that we need because of just how we're living in the world, the fucking climate, the shit that they're putting in the food, our water. There's so many things that affect us. We're not fully equipped humans.
Yeah.
So just having a baseline of vitamins and supplements to take, like vitamin D, vitamin K, vitamin C, B complex for your brain, for your energy, magnesium for your heart. Just getting a basic multivitamin can help improve your wellness, period. But then starting your day with a nutritious meal, your protein. I need to definitely tighten up on my protein.
You can even get a protein shake too. Like you can get protein powders, so things like that. Yeah.
I definitely need to do that. But it's so much more. It's so much more than just dieting.
Yeah.
And fasting or skipping meals.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, and there is a difference between like fasting and skipping meals too. Yeah. Like I unintentionally fast because, you know, I work in the morning. So I'll have like a protein shake in the morning. And then when I'm home from work, I'll have my first meal of the day. Got it. So that's good. So as long as like you get your calories in, you're good. So there's a difference between fasting and make sure you get your calories for the day. And then you just skipping meals and panic starving because you don't want to eat for whatever reason. Yeah. So always eat. Yes, get your nutrients in. Your body needs it. Food is good. Good food is good for you. Yes.
I'm gonna start that MyFitnessPal.
Yes, girl. I'm gonna get you.
I know. Another way to get nutrients, herbs.
Yes,
herbs. I wanted to talk about herbs. I brought documents. So a way that I learned, I did some studying on herbs. My father was sick
too, right?
I am. Yeah. Yes. I want to say 280 hours of study time for herbalism. I do have a nutrition. I think I have 50 hours of study time on nutrition, meditation, things like that.
That's good.
When I got into I was a little intimidated when I first came into the world of herbs because there's so many and it's a science, right? So it's a little intimidating. Yeah. But once I studied and once I started to play with herbs, it's really a personal experience. Yeah. And the thing that helped me, because I see ever since COVID, I'm noticing a lot of people gravitating towards the all natural, the sea moss, the herbs, the elderberry, the popular names. There's elderberry, but there are so many like it. You know, it's like things start to trend and other ones, what happens is that's actually pretty dangerous. Even from things down to sage, you know, we buy sage, it's commercialized, but what happens is they go out and because it's commercialized, it becomes endangered. So, you know, it's important for you to do your research and know what it is that you're buying and see how it might be impacting our environment. But for herbs, something that helped me learn how to use herbs is finding out the actions and the properties. Okay, that helped. That was like a compass for me. So something, say your hypertension, high blood pressure. Right. You would want to go for hypotensive herbs, things that will bring your blood pressure down. Yeah. So you'll look, when you go online and search, you'll say, what's a hypotensive herb? There's things like cat's claw, arjuna bark,
hibiscus,
chamomile, different nervines, things like that. And I have a document here. I typed it up. If you're interested in getting it, you could shoot me a DM and I'll send you a copy PDF. Just drop your email. There's things like antibacterial, antiviral, antidepressant, antifungal, antimicrobial, which is for like your gut, antioxidant, emollient, good for skin, laxative. You know what that do? Loosen the bowels.
Yes. When you that doo-doo slide.
Make that doo-doo slide. Sedatives, relaxants. Those are pretty much the same. Purgatives, nutritives. So there are certain herbs. Nettle is a favorite. Blood purifying. So these are like words that you would look up. Right. To help you find different herbs because there's so many herbs. Yes. And a lot of them do the same thing. Also working with herbs it's very intentional, making your own blends and stuff like that. Yes. For whatever it is that you want to balance out in your life. Right. And it's not a take it once and that's it. like nutrition. It is
Yes,
also
has to
a
be
lifestyle.
consistent. It's a lifestyle, not just a 30-day thing or whatever, and then you just forget about it. No, you have to
get it in your body,
your life
and keep it in your body, because that's how they call them. What is it? So it's like a tonic. A tonic is, it promotes just the overall wellness. It promotes the overall wellness for certain organs in your body. It doesn't matter if you sprinkle it on your salad, if you do a tincture on your tongue, if you're taking a pill, or if you're making a tea. You just want to get it in your body. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like I've been running my mouth. What you got on herbs?
No. You know what? I'm learning everything for you on herbs. I love herbs too.
Yes.
So I've been getting into more herbs now. I was definitely getting into that. Like maybe like right before quarantine, I love elderberry.
Yeah.
Love elderberry. That's like my favorite one. And I get the liquid kind too. And I'll mix it with some cranberry juice. I'll mix that and slippery elm.
Yeah. Slippery elm is really good. That's good for your mucus and things like that, clearing you up.
Yep. It helps with like, if you have an issue with like UTI, like with your urinary tract, that helps with that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's,
it makes you wetter.
Ooh, wait. Just trying to change your life. There's definitely like you know people do the yoni steam, people do things like that. So there's
what are your thoughts on yoni steams?
Yoni steams, I feel like they're cool, but you need to get herbs in your body. You need to ingest them. To steam, okay, it feels good, nice. The intention
some people have
is
mixed
there,
views on them,
but I feel like you need to be eating or consuming
the herbs
to have the real effect on your organs, because if whatever you got going on the outside, it started from within in the first place. And it's probably related to your diet, your stress, whatever.
It's relaxing though.
It is relaxing. It's like going to get a pedicure. You know what I'm saying? It's
a lot of people say it's like a placebo effect, pretty much.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's folk medicine where it's like people are intimidated. They're like, how much should I take? How much should I take? There's only a few herbs that are really toxic. Yeah. And even comfrey. Comfrey is one that I know from personal experience. So there's comfrey. You can have comfrey as a tea, but it's mainly good for topical use, like for putting on ointments, for healing wounds. Yeah. But you can use it to heal like your gut. You know what I mean? But you don't want to take it for long periods of time. Experiment. There really is, just like meditation. Right. There's no right or wrong way. Yes. If you want to make a tea, make a tea. Definitely check your dosages. Definitely see a doctor if you're taking medicine. Yes. If you're on high blood pressure medicine, you want to definitely make sure it doesn't interact or have adverse reactions with whatever you may be taking. If you're pregnant, you may have to do the research after your doctor. Yes, there are some certain herbs that could cause your uterus to contract in the wrong way, and you mess around and mess up your pregnancy. So. Right. But have fun with it. It's definitely fun. It's fun. Herbs are fun.
It is. Improve that gut health, y'all.
Very important.
Health starts at the gut.
They say the gut is like the second brain.
Yes, it is.
The second brain.
Your gut health affects everything.
Probiotics, very important.
Probiotics. Very definitely important. Take your probiotics.
Baby, my girl, she drinks kombucha.
Oh, I love kombucha.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, what? Nah. The watermelon one is the best one. I love watermelon kombucha.
I heard that has like the living enzymes, digestive enzymes.
Your
very
yogurt
important.
gets your yogurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yogurt.
I love yogurt.
Say it again.
Yogurt.
I love yogurt. All right, and we are moving on. I think that wraps up body. Now we on to your soul.
To your soul.
Soul snatch.
Yes.
Protecting your peace, creating peace daily. What you got for that?
Protecting your peace is setting boundaries. We talk about boundaries a lot.
That's important.
Setting your boundaries, setting standards, set the bar. So you don't have to feel like you have to save and protect yourself all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of set that bar already so you know who to attract. Yep. And that's how you protect your peace. Practice discernment. I mentioned that before.
Discernment, very important. Talking about peace. On the way here, I was listening to Tony Jones. Do you know who that is?
He sounds familiar.
Tony, it's a woman. She does affirmations, but to like beats. Like I was right here like, okay. But she has a song called Energy Budget. And she's talking about like my peace. Like I know that I am wealthy in emotional intelligence. Yeah. And I will only pour into those who are skillfully, built to receive my emotional, like just affirming those things with the boundaries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Protecting your peace and creating peace daily. How you start your day is very important.
Yeah.
How you start your day. When you first wake up, do you reach for your phone? Do you scroll? Do you turn on the news to see what's happening outside?
Yeah.
Or do you check yourself and see how you're feeling?
Right.
Do you feel rested? Do you
Are
need
you
to feel
setting the right intention?
Yes. How do you want to feel today? You can actually choose how you want to feel today. You don't got to wake up in a bed. You can say, you know what? I want to feel grounded. So I'm only going to associate with people on purpose because, you can't control everything. But I'm going to intentionally make sure that I avoid certain people or I get in contact with certain people to kind of help navigate you through that day. So how you start your day can definitely help you create some peace, being intentional with how you start your day.
Yes.
Protecting your peace. Something that I notice you do. I don't know how to do it.
I've been
you
doing
set
better.
Your notifications on silent. At
Yes,
nighttime.
sometimes. Yeah.
Because I've been sending you a
I put
message
my phone
like
on
notification
do
silent.
not disturb.
Yes.
Leave me alone after 11 p.m.
That is
Leave me
protecting your
alone.
peace. That is a way to do it.
Yes.
Of course.
And understanding that everything doesn't deserve a reaction. Like I mentioned before today about what was going on. And, I'll be ready to verbally gut punch people and say something harsh. Want to check the shit out of everybody. But it's not worth me disturbing my peace.
Yeah.
People are always going to be them, no matter what.
Frequency too.
Yes.
That's so important.
Don't be worth it. Just unfriend them. Protect your peace.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes.
Something else you can do to protect your peace. Find a hobby.
Yeah.
Create a hobby. Find something that you are interested in and dedicate time to it. And be mindful while you're doing it. That practices like that help create like a sense of calmness, a sense of self, like you're in tune with yourself. So I feel like having a hobby that can bring a sense of peace. It could build your confidence because you're now achieving something, becoming good at it.
Yes.
A hobby.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Protecting. Another thing that you could do. So I'm strange. My friends know. I'm the one with the Palo Santo and the sage and, clapping hands like, no, this does not belong to me. Shake it off.
Rebuke it.
Yes. There's certain things that you can do when you do come in contact with energy that may not belong to you. That is definitely something that you want to do. Something that I do that helps me. Does this belong to me? And this is something that I actually learned in a book. Does this belong to me? If I'm feeling away and now my energy is shifted.
Yeah.
How was I feeling before I got here? Does this belong to me? And then once you see the person that you were with, because we are sensitive beings, there's a lot happening around us that we are not aware of, that we can't see. You have, I think it's called an electric magnetic field, an EMF, where you might have seen it when people are sick or the auras around us, different colors. Yours right now is interfering with mine. There's called neuron mirroring. Right now, it's like our brains are doing this thing.
Yeah.
So it's like parts of you will now be stained onto me
without
me even knowing it energetically. So anytime you have an experience and you might leave a room and I was like, ugh, I feel now you're irritable. There's things that you can do to cleanse yourself. And this isn't magic. This is just you connecting with yourself and saying, I'm going to get centered. I'm going to get recentered. So there's things that you could do, whether it's lighting an incense, certain fragrances, aromatherapies can help you reset. There's, I do Palo Santo personally, affirmations, things like that to protect your peace.
I remember you mentioned something before, and this was like right before I was getting ready to train you. I think something happened or you were angry about something and you were like, this is not my energy to claim. And I learned to practice that now. Now I'm like, I'm not going to claim other people's energy. I'm not going to let that ruin my day.
You can't.
Yeah.
You cannot, because it's frequency. And remember, you said it to me. We're going to attract that. Remember, you said you're going to attract that. We attract things into our life. So it's hard and we're human and it takes a lot of practice, but you really can choose to reverse things. Abraham Hicks was somebody who I listen to frequently. And it comes down to focusing on what you do want. Focus on what you do want. If you're in a bad mood, I'm going to tell myself, okay, Yaya's in a bad mood. She's human. She's allowed to be. I didn't cause this. Like just an internal dialogue so that I am not impacted. Breath. Right. Your breath breathing, that resets your nervous system, that puts oxygen in your blood and makes you feel safe.
Yeah.
Because I could be around somebody and they're frantic and now I'm feeling frantic, but a breath could bring me back down to earth. Yeah.
And this is good for empaths too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're really empath, Leah, like, because a lot of us will start absorbing people's energy.
Yeah.
And it really does affect your mood, affects your whole day and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is a great practice. So pay attention.
Definitely. Crystals. There's certain crystals that you can take with you to protect yourself. And crystals, again, I'm spiritual, of course, because I do my stuff and I go on my journey and I go inward. But some people don't believe in natural elements like crystals. They'll call them rocks.
Yeah.
But even if you don't believe in the metaphysical power that these stones have, it's still a mental science.
Yeah.
Certain stones represent protection. So if you go to a store and you buy a stone for protection and in the morning you put that stone in your pocket, on your mind, I want to stay protected today. I don't want to absorb people's shit today.
Right.
And the stone may not be doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's your intention and you constantly thinking, oh, I have this stone, I'm protected.
Yeah.
I'm protected. And it's really the mind that is putting the shield and keeping you grounded and protected.
Yes.
I hope that makes sense.
Yes.
I probably sound
It
crazy.
does.
I don't give a fuck. But there's stones like hematite, like tourmaline, selenite, cleansing stones that you can use. Keep them with you. And just keep that intention with you to protect your peace.
Right.
You wanted to talk about peace and chaos, and I'm so happy
Peace
about
and
that.
chaos.
Learning to be okay with being happy, unlearning chaos.
And this is good, like, if for people who experience like trauma, living in a chaotic life, like their life was like an earthquake or something. It's like unlearning your experiences and not taking it out on people who have good intentions in your life.
Oh,
yeah. You about to cry?
I'm not about to cry. It resonates.
I was like, you gonna cry?
It resonates because we do that. No matter how healed or how far along on your journey you think you are, that is when you get into them spaces where people are showing up to be good to you. That's when it's like your guard goes up and it's like, hold
your guard
up.
goes up, and then you start convicting people. You start convicting people that didn't do shit to you.
I am guilty of that.
Me too.
I'm guilty of that.
Me too. I find one thing that's wrong, I'll be like, deuces.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Those are called, that's like rigid. That's like a rigid, it's too tight, too controlled, too protective. Because we have to have some sense of allowance.
Yes.
So we can learn and get to know ourselves. But when the trauma is big and not looked at, it can really block us from a lot of things.
It can. Like, you don't want to block your blessings. So take your time, heal. Get therapy, talk to somebody, do what you got to do. So when people come into your life, when good people come into your life, you know exactly what to do. You know to keep these people in your life. Yeah. So let's like unlearn our traumas and our past experiences, all of our wounds, everything. Unlearn that shit.
Definitely.
Yes.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Now, peace, chaos, learning to be okay with being happy, unlearning chaos.
It's okay to be happy. That's what I mean by that. It's okay.
Besides being happy, it's okay to be bored.
Yes.
It's okay to be bored.
And yes.
I had to learn this because I am one of those people that's busy, got to be doing this. But I find that when I am in those moments where it's like, well, now what do I do? I'm kind of, no, that's where the learning happens. That's when you're able to reflect and see like, okay, this is what I've been through. Yeah. And even in relationships, bored is okay.
Yeah.
Bored is safe.
Someone treating you right and valuing you is okay. It's okay.
Just because it's not drama, just because it's not.
Just because he ain't yelling at you and super attached to you and calling you every 5 minutes like, where you at? Where you at? Like, no, it's okay.
Baby.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yes.
And I had to learn that because I used to think that shit was cute.
Yeah.
I used to think it was cute when somebody was sweating me and, you know, and I still think it's kind of cute sometimes. a little toxic.
Right.
But it's like, definitely be okay. You gotta make yourself happy first, and you gotta be okay with things not always being
right. And stop trying to find something wrong too. Some people would like to find something that's wrong, like everything be mad chill and be like, wait a minute, you're a little too perfect. Like it's okay for somebody to just be good in your life.
I've done that. Yeah. And I've upset myself.
Really? Yeah.
Going through phones just to look at past
going
things.
Through phones,
and I'm like, this shit don't even got nothing to do with
privacy.
Me. Yes.
Trying to pick something like, why is this on the floor? See, I can't believe you mad lazy. Like trying to start a fight with somebody. Like,
I've grown from that. I've grown from that.
Just trying to find something. Or like if y'all can't decide, well, you don't need to be together anyway. Like little things like that.
That is dangerous. But let me tell you, that shit.
Yeah.
From somebody with abandonment issues, okay? My father and my mother divorced. My mother sent me to my dad. My dad sent me back to my mom. My dad put me in the foster system.
Damn.
You know, like, so anytime that there's ever a situation where I'm putting my trust and I'm being very vulnerable with somebody and they're like rejecting me or acting like they just can't do it, automatically all of my old trauma comes up.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you know you're not really done with the person and you just on your pride shit and being stubborn, like, well, fuck you, you can go. I'm guilty of doing this myself, but that is the most unhealthiest, scary, mean thing you can do to somebody, just out of your anger, just out of your pride. You want to prove a point in that moment.
Yeah.
People take it too far.
Yeah.
If you can find a way to just separate for the moment and come back. I was talking about this with my girl the other day. When you go to court and there's like a judge and jury, they don't leave that motherfucking jury room until they come up with a decision. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they take space, they adjourn, they go to their break room, then they come back. And I feel like that's how it should be to come to some sort of agreement in relationships. Or it doesn't mean avoid each other. It doesn't mean like, it's okay. It's okay to have some space, right? But you don't got to do the most and create drama.
Exactly. And I was going to say too, like conflict is normal, like conflict for shit to happen. Sometimes shit happens and you don't always got to say deuces to every situation. Yeah. Learn conflict resolution. Ooh. Learn to communicate with your partner.
Connect first.
And I'm not saying you got to ride or die to the bitter end and take every shit that's coming at you. I'm not saying stay in toxic relationships. I'm saying sometimes shit happens.
Be accountable for your role.
Be accountable. You both need to learn accountability and learn conflict resolution. Yes. Find your middle ground and communicate with your partner.
Most times you learn more about yourself in those. Me personally, when I'm having conflict and I see myself and I'm able, because at first you may not be able to see yourself. At first you're feeling attacked and you go on defense mode and you can't hear what a person is saying. But when it finally hits, and you're like, well, damn. You learn about yourself, and that way you're able to revisit, or your next time it happens, you got a different response, not a reaction, but a different conscious response.
Yes. Learn to respond and not react.
Conflict resolution is an act of peace. Yes. And it doesn't have to be, we agree and now we're all on the same page, because you're not always going to be.
Sometimes you're going to agree to disagree, and that's okay. That's and then you move on with your life. Yeah. You don't always have to be like on one accord on every little thing, every little detail.
Contrast is good.
You want to have a mind of your own. Yeah. Yes. Contrast is definitely good. Definitely. Jinx! Jinx! You're like, definitely.
Unlearning chaos. And this is our ending topic. Unlearning chaos.
So what we just mentioned about conflict resolution, that's unlearning chaos. And in the case
of breaking the curse.
Yes, that's breaking the curse. Learning to be respectful, like in communication too.
I want to invite our viewers to reflect back on their childhood. Yeah. Everything starts from childhood. Things that you may not even be aware of, whether it's a journal or just you sitting and thinking for a few minutes with a blunt, with a glass of wine, walking your dog, whatever you do. Yeah. I want you to take 5 minutes and just remember your childhood. Happy memories, sad memories, and look at it in its whole, and then look at how you might be responding in your current state, because it plays out over and over again. Yes. Until you look at that.
Yeah. Like situations will happen over and over again until you learn the lesson, until you unlearn everything that you learned from your trauma. Yeah. Because it really does have a reflection on how you communicate, how you respond to things, how you respond to situations, things with your friendships and
attachment styles.
Yeah, everything. Exactly.
It's all connected.
Yep. Exactly.
It's all connected.
Yes. So it's like little things like learning to be respectful, learning to not have an outburst on everything, learning to not panic and flee from every situation.
Yes, flight,
Yeah, flight. Yes.
Fight or flight.
Yeah.
Freeze, fight, or flight.
Yeah.
And that has to do with your nervous system.
Yes.
And again, adaptogen herbs help with that, with your nervous system there. But
yes,
you don't always have to run. You don't always have to fight. You don't always have to be scared. Get curious.
Yeah.
Being curious helps me.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like I already know the answer and, oh, this person trying to do this.
Yes.
Instead, I'm like, what do they mean? Or how could they come to this conclusion? When I get curious, it kind of opens and gives it space. So now I'm not so attached to my little narrow idea of this person trying to wrong me. I'm like, okay, now I can empathize. Now I can have compassion. And I can say, you know what? They're right for themselves. They might be right. I can understand they're right for them. It may not be right for me, but I get it.
Yeah.
You make some sense of peace.
Right.
Eliminating the chaos.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So get curious. Respect.
Yeah, definitely respect. I be seeing all different types of stuff. People be cursing each other out and all that stuff. I'm like, how y'all live like this? No, that's not how the way things should go.
You're wasting your energy, your valuable energy.
Yeah. So unlearn everything, learn to heal, grow, learn to be accountable, learn to be okay with being wrong sometimes, learn to be okay with, just little things like just learn balance. That's what it is. It's balance.
Balance is so good. We started with balance and we ended with balance. I learned that healing, you can't isolate. You definitely got to balance your personal time with people.
Yeah.
Because with people, and I just shared this on my page on Facebook, I believe, half of the healing comes from with our relationships with others, whether it's intimate, platonic, whatever.
Yep.
That healing is not until we are connecting with others that are, because we could pacify ourselves and act like everything's perfect in our own world, but it's not until we are connecting with others that we really start to see ourselves. We're able to see how we're interacting with others. So definitely important. Don't isolate yourself.
Right.
Put yourself out there. Try to connect.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. And that's a reset. Until next time.
Reset.
Are we doing affirmations today?
Yes.
You want to do affirmations?
Some affirmations.
We doing some affirmations? We want some music?
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has been a while since we've done our affirmations.
Let me get some music.
I'm going to light this up. Hopefully I don't burn myself because, I'm scared of fire.
What you want?
I want a drum.
Okay, you take the drum.
You
did that? You put the fire out?
Yeah. It's like a little kid.
I'll do this. Maracas. Affirmations.
Yes.
For the mind, body, and soul.
Yes.
Respect your mind, your body, and soul. Put nutrition in it. Do what you're told.
I'm all offbeat.
By your doctor. By your herbalist. By your personal trainer, because you need one, sis.
Yes.
YouTube ain't gonna get it all the time. You need to get out your house and interact with people.
Yes. That's a fact.
What you got?
Good dang. I ain't gonna be freestyling. I be off beat.
We already know you're not doing instruments.
Right. You see me all off beat.
What you want this? I feel like you go with this.
I like my maraca. I don't know if it's I don't know.
We don't need a drum. I don't need a drum. Damn this drum.
All right.
To damn with this drum. Okay, what we got?
I am open to healing and protecting myself.
Yes.
Be open. That is an affirmation within itself. Be open.
Be open. Be flexible.
Be flexible.
Yes.
Yes.
I am open to the experiences that unfolds in front of me, and I get curious enough so that I can learn from this experience.
Be a sponge. You are not always right.
Ooh.
I am not always right. So it's okay,
okay
to learn.
To not be right all the time.
Yes.
When I am not right,
yes,
I have the opportunity to learn.
Yes. It's okay to learn something. If it's something that you don't know, it's okay.
Yes. There is new information unfolding around me all the time. If I get curious, I could tap into that.
Yes.
Body. What we got for body?
Body.
Wellness is my right.
Yes. My body is, this sounds so cliche, my body is my temple.
My father's been telling me that from the beginning.
That's a real thing. Your body is your temple. Your body is your home of the spirits.
Yes.
Take good care of it.
What's within will show without.
Yes.
Okay. I deserve healthy habits. Mm-hmm. I create healthy habits for myself.
Yes.
Because I deserve to live a full, vital, well life.
Mm-hmm. Now there's a quote that's like in my head and it's getting ready to come out.
Girl, you just shaking and rocking.
I'm all up beating everything. You are born looking like your parents, but you die looking like your choices.
Ooh.
I'm going to say this again.
I like that.
Reverse. You are born looking like your parents, but you die looking like your choices.
I like that.
So with that being said, yes, I am going to choose what I put in my body. I choose to take care of my body. You take care of a car just fine. You take care of your lace frontal and your nails and everything else just fine.
You shady,
I mean? No, for real. Invest in your body. And I will invest in my body because my body is just as valuable as all the materialistic attachments that I have. Yes.
My emotional, spiritual, and physical body matter.
Yes.
My emotional, physical, and spiritual body matter.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What I allow, what we consume, what we watch, what we listen to, who we interact with. It is up to us. We have the power to choose what we consume. Mm-hmm. I have the power to choose what I consume.
Yes.
If it does not align with what I want to feel today, it got to go.
Yeah. I'm aligned with my body.
I'm aligned.
Yes.
I'm aligned and on time.
Yes.
And it's time to wrap it up.
Yes, wrap it up.
So that has been another episode of Warlock Court.
Yes.
We're gonna have to clean this up, y'all. We're gonna have to find an outro.
I know.
We're still learning, y'all. It's episode 11, but we're still learning.
Right.
So that has been another episode of the Warlock Court.
Yes.
And we'll catch y'all next week on another episode.
Bye. Bye.